thank you all for coming to this session. Whether it will be in terms of culture, society or the economy, youth have contributed significantly to the development of the country. Youth are the future leaders of our communities and they have a lot to offer in terms of fresh perspectives and ideas. So it is important to involve them in the planning and development process. When we engage youth in urban development, we are not only making our cities better places, but we are also investing in the future. Media is one such powerful medium that has immense potential in engaging the youth in the urban development process. We believe that this session would help us all understand the role that the media plays in engaging the youth in urban development. So this is the panel today. I will begin with Nidhi first of all. Do you think business papers have a responsibility of engaging youth in reporting and also engaging with them? So what's your views on that?
I feel that it's not just the business newspapers, but media in general. So youth is the power of India. We are a very young nation. So when we write on, be it urban governance or any urban development issue, for a country like India where it's a fast urbanizing process that is taking place, it's essential that the newspapers, the media keep the youth at the center and plan everything.
I'll go to Shivani now. Is media reporting enough in general English papers? Are you covering enough of urban issues? Because urban planning, smart city projects, placemaking, PMAY, PM Sonidhi, they all have a youth connect. Do you think justice is being done by the papers in reporting on that? And number two, how do you plan to engage more with the youth?
A few days ago, I was with the Metro team, which is, we used to cover city, we still do. City experiences are all, urban experiences. So whether it's the traffic jam you get stuck in, or garbage disposal issues, or maintenance of roads, anything that has got to do with quality of life is, and I think that is our bread and butter. We try to focus on specific issues of urbanization in the city section, and we try to do a lot of it actually.
I'll now go to Chitra. We watch Hindi channels, 60 seconds mein 60 khabar, subah se hota start, crime news, and it bombards you with so much of information, it's difficult to absorb. Entire day crime stories, यहाँ पे बस गिरी, वहाँ पर ये घुटा, यहाँ पे ये हुआ. इन सब की स्पेस के बीच में क्या आपको लगता है कभी-कभी कि अर्बन एरियाज के बारे में बात करनी चाहिए?
जहां तक अर्बन की बात है, सर देखिए, एक हिंदुस्तानी के नाते और हम सभी के लिए ये बेहद गर्व का विषय है कि अब तक जिस संसद भवन में हमारी संसद की कार्यप्रणाली कार्यवाही चला करती थी, अब कम से कम उससे इधर एक नए संसद भवन जो हिंदुस्तान के लोगों ने बनाया है, जिससे अंग्रेजों की छाप पूरी तरह से खत्म हो चली है. मैं उसके लिए आपकी टीम को और आपके मंत्रालय को बधाई देना चाहूंगी. बहुत ही खूबसूरत है और हम लोगों ने उसकी कवरेज भी की है बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, और हम लोग बहुत बेसब्री से उस दिन का इंतजार भी कर रहे हैं जब आप हमें बुलाकर संसद के एक कोने की तस्वीर दिखाएंगे, ताकि वो चाहे गांव देहात में बैठे हुए लोग हों या फिर शहरों में बैठा हुआ युवा हो, हर एक तक पहुंचा पाएं. हम उस दिन का बेसब्री से इंतजार कर रहे हैं. तो हमारी कोशिश यही होती है. अर्बन मंत्रालय, आपके मंत्रालय से जुड़े हुए सर बहुत सारी खबरें मैंने खुद कवर की हैं.
Thank you, Chitra. Very well said. I'll now go to Neha. You are in WION. Some channels are too international. मतलब WION मैं देखता हूँ तो हमेशा लंदन, पेरिस, न्यूयॉर्क, कहीं ना कहीं क्या ब्रांडिंग आपकी ऐसी हो गई है, या are there any channels कंपल्सन होती है? Do you find space for Indian development story, Indian success, Indian projects and Indian youth in particular?
To answer your question, yes, we have our constraints, Rajiv. I will not deny that for a second. And especially where I work beyond, yes, the focus is on international news, which is not to say that we don't talk about the India story, which is not to say that if there is a major story unfolding somewhere, whether, as Chitra mentioned, tomorrow it's the unveiling of the new Indian Parliament or something else that is of human interest, or of course the big story in India is the fact that we're hosting the G20 summit. All of it will find prominence on the channel. Every time somebody dies because of a pothole, let's say in Bengaluru, we will do a primetime debate on it, lament the fact that we are not fixing our roads, and we then try and hold the powers that be to account. We ask questions of them, but rest of the time we're happy to, I think, just look the other way.
Thank you. Thank you, Neha, for a very nicely presenting it. I'll now go to Mr. Kaushik. Perfectionism is a utopian concept, as it's not always possible to see and perfect many things in a short time. My question to you, Neha, would be, why does media has a huge lens on every scheme? Why some of the media persons are not able to see the positives? छोटी सी कमी होती है, उसको कोने में एक हल्का सा कुछ होता है तो उसको देखते हैं. We don't see the large picture of development and youth engagement. What are your takes on that? Generally, you think media has a huge lens on finding small mistakes and not see the big picture?
Simply because the primary objective of media, our role is to be the watchdog, not the cheerleaders. So obviously we would check what's not happening in the right way, where we need to fix the issues, and we need to red flag any problem that may be of any concern to the citizens. So obviously we do write nice things about the government projects also when they are successful or they are extraordinary.
Last question from Neha. Any quick take on how to engage more, how to engage with the youth in getting better reporting, better engagement?
I think we all agree that the youth needs to play a bigger role, needs to be more proactive. I think we need as citizens to have a greater sense of ownership, not believe that everything has to be left to the government at the end of the day. So taking greater interest in urban governance, in civic issues, in what's happening around you, in your locality, in your neighborhood, in your city, and including, yes, casting that very important vote in the civic body election, and also caring about who your councillor is, not just looking at who your MP is or who your MLA is. Each of these factors is very important.
Thank you all very much. I think it has been a very engaging session. One huge takeaway which I expect now is to maybe involve media more actively in engaging with youth, and also on the other side expecting youth to be more actively engaged with the media and the government, and also ensure that we all develop, we all prosper, we all have a good time. Thank you all very much. Happy round of applause.